Okay, so the next movie I'm gonna be reviewing, well, in the franchise is Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D, which I think this one, well, mine doesn't come with the 3D glasses, but in some of the editions, because I bought this used, it comes with the 3D glasses. Um, and I think this is like one of the reasons why this one sticks out the most in the series is because it's in 3D. And because also this is the film where Jason gets his hockey mask. Um, so this one, like I said, the Friday the 13th series, the timeline's all messed up, so I'm not even gonna get into it. But this movie is supposed to take place, I guess a few days after the events of the second movie. And again, it's at a different campsite, and it's near where the events of, part 1 and part 2 take place, and it's called, Greenview, Green, Pineview or something like that. I forgot the damn name of the camp. But, and, it follows these group of teenagers, and they're not camp counselors this time, they're just a bunch of teenagers that want to hang out and party and stuff, so they go to this summer house owned by one of the girls' boyfriends, and he's kind of like a stuck-up kind of dude, and, so Jason comes back and starts killing them. Yeah, that's the basic plot. This one, uh, what I liked about this one is I liked that I guess it was trying to be a little bit more serious and not as goofy and as extravagant as the second movie at least. I mean, there's a lot of, well, no, there's some goofy elements in it, never mind. But I liked where it was set, it was very atmospheric in some certain parts. Like, there's a lot of night shots outside, especially near the barn, and there's like this one like infamous scene on a dock. On a dock. I like the look of the house in this one, or the cabin in it. It looks very nice and stuff. Like, it has like a staircase, like a loop staircase and all that. It just looks very nice. I can't really describe it, but yeah, this movie. Shoot, I'm trying to think of it. The main girl in this movie, she has a past with Jason. I guess she kind of has like PTSD or something, because like when she was younger, or a little bit younger, I don't know how young she was, but she still looked like the same age, but she was at a campsite or something, and she said a deformed man attacked her and was trying to assault her, but she got away. So now she has like this, she's kind of like high strung all the time and all that. So that was something a little bit different in the series, because most of the time these characters have never met Jason, they just know the folklore about him. But there, so I want to get into the kills, like the interesting kills. There, there's a scene where this guy is doing a handstand, where he's, walking on his hands, and Jason takes the machete and cuts him, like, right down from his genitals down to his, stomach. One girl's actually pregnant in the movie. You have to listen to the dialogue, but, I guess because she's like, they're like, at the beginning of the movie, when they're all joining together to go to the campsite or to the cabin, they're all smoking joints in the car, and they're like, "Oh, do you want to puff or something?" And she's like, "No, I'm pregnant," or whatever. So, but she's laying in bed or in a hammock, and she's reading Fangoria magazine, actually, and she kind of has like the Kevin Bacon death from the first movie. Jason grabs her and takes the machete and stabs her right through the chest. From underneath, from her back through her chest. Damn, I'm trying to remember. I know one character, he got his head crushed and his eyeball pops out. That was one of the 3D effects in the movie. There's a character at the beginning of the movie who gets killed on the toilet. There's, shoot, I'm trying to remember. Damn, where's the other death scenes in? Oh, there's this biker gang that comes in later on in the movie because there's a character named Shelly that pisses them off. Oh yeah, the harpoon gun. There's a scene where one of the girls are sitting on the deck, and her and Shelly's like the prankster in the movie, and he's actually the one that Jason kills and steals the hockey mask from him. But anyways, this girl's picking up a wallet out of the water, and Jason shows up, and she thinks it's Shelly, and Jason takes the harpoon gun, aims at her, shoots it, and hits her right in the eye, and she falls in the water. There's a character, Shelly. Like I said, he's going around scaring people. He has the hockey mask on, and Jason slits his throat, takes the hockey mask, and then later on, there's like a hippie couple in there. They're like the oldest ones out of all the other people in the group, and they're like hanging out, or one of them is like hanging out, making popcorn or something, and Shelly comes up and his throat is slit, and because he's a prankster, so no one believes anything he does. So he comes up there trying to ask for help, and he like falls down, and they're like, no, you're just playing around and stuff. Yeah, then one of the hippies, they get thrown into an electrical power box and gets electrocuted. I think someone got stabbed by a poker. Pretty sure it's this one. Someone got stabbed by a hot poker. But anyways, there's a biker gang that comes in later on, cause Shelly and someone else go shopping in town, and they piss off this biker gang, and the biker gang come in, they break Shelly's, because Shelly backs up and knocks their motorcycles over, and one of them takes a chain and like busts his window open, and then like they're driving off, so they follow him to the campsite to go harass him. One of them siphoned gas from their van, and so there's a lot of this movie takes place in a barn. So like this biker gang, they go into a barn, and like one guy gets stabbed with a pitchfork and like lifted up. There's I forgot how the female died. I think Jason hungered or killed her with a pitchfork also. I forgot her death. And then there's a black guy that was he's like the leader of the biker gang. He like tries to fight Jason, and then Jason cuts his arm off. And you're like, oh, you think, oh, he's dead. But then he pops up later in the movie trying to help the final girl, and he wasn't dead, but then Jason kills him later. In this one, you also see what Jason looks like, because there's a scene where the final girl hangs him, and there's like this rope thing, like a pulley thing where you tie it around on the barn, where you tie it around hay and you like pull it up like this to get onto the top of the barn. Well, she lures Jason up there, she ties the rope around his neck, and he drops down, and he's hanging there, and she's like, she thinks she's about to hang him, I think. Yeah. And he takes his mask off, and it's like, he looks really nasty looking. Like, he's not decayed or anything like in the rest of the movies, but this is like, you can tell like he's deformed, and he just puts it back on. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what else. happen. So the 3D effects are not good, and I don't have a 3D TV, and I didn't watch this movie in 3D. It is in 3D, but I watched it 2D. How am I trying to explain it? I watched it without the glasses, and you could tell like what certain scenes were supposed to be in 3D because it goes all blurry and stuff, or a lot of it's like 3D is not used to good effect. It's like a lot of like, if you ever seen like House of Wax from the 1950s, there's like a scene where a guy's like beating a paddle ball and it looks like it's coming towards the audience. Because there's like a scene where one character's playing with a yo-yo, and that's all you see is like it's getting closer and closer. There's like a lot of scenes where like an object's like jutted out, like a baseball bat or something, or like a handle of a rake, to show like, oh, there's gonna be this is supposed to be a 3D scene. So I mean, I haven't watched it in 3D, so I don't know if the effects are any good or not. But anyways, yeah, this one is also like one of the decent movies out of the series. And like I said, I'm not a fan of these movies, but like this one is actually bearable. I could watch this. Like I can watch, 1, 2, and 3, and then of course 4 is my favorite one. But anyways, that's my review.